gonna put this back. Okay. Good luck, fun. Island fence.
Good luck, have fun. Hello, Snot in the chat. This Underground Sea pass. Long-time YouTube watcher, first-time Twitcher. Wow. Good to have you here. Here's a Baleful Strix.
On response, brainstorm. Okay.
And a Brainstorm in response to Baleful Strix.
Yep. Drop. Yes. Fetch on the end step, down to 19. Grabbing Tundra. Okay.
All right, so shuffling away after the Brainstorm on end step.
Yep. Fetch. 18.
Snot says, Grixis Control, interesting deck choice. What do you think of it? I've been playing Grixis Control for the last couple of months with Hidetsugu Consumes All. And I like the deck a lot. Do I think the deck is tier 0 or S tier or guaranteed to win you the World Championship of Legacy? No. But I like the deck a lot, and I'm enjoying it. And I would say it's a high tier deck. It's a good deck. The last competitive monthly at Game Storia here in New York City. We're currently watching an event in Berlin, Germany, but here in New York City, the competitive monthly had 3 Grixis Control in the top 8. So I've been sticking with it. Here's Fury pitching Expressive Iteration.
Yeah, sure. Okay, sure.
Baleful Strix draw, pass. Just ponder.
Shuffle.
How would I say it stacks up compared to the black-white X control decks? Or do you mean blue-white X? I think overall in Legacy right now, blue-white control, blue-white base control will be better most of the time against the usual expected metagame at Legacy tournaments. But with the weird disparity going on where there's no Maddening Hex, no Minsk and Boo on MTGO, paper events tend to have slightly different metagames even without that disparity. It's hard to say. It's hard to say for sure. Force pitching Force on my Sorin.
Swords one. Okay.
All right. Swordsing one of the Baleful Strix. I mixed up life totals for a moment there.
Pass. Yes, 30.
Hitting all my land drops. Four cards in hand for me. Drawing a card off Strix. Make a land drop and passing the turn. Angry Obscura. Yeah, Obscura is a favorite of many Legacy players. Obscura is white, blue, black for those of you that have been under a rock or haven't played Magic since Alara block. Force pitching Spell Pierce and Wandering Emperor will resolve.
Cards in hand? One. Oh, that's a really good one.
One card in hand.
Yes. Yep, sure. You'll gain 2 life off of the ability.
Yep.
And untap draw.
Keine Spiel, kein Zug.
Pass.
Check.
Yes. 10.
Cast Ponder.
Sure.
Ja.
Continue. Go.
Go.
Ach so, hat er gerade gezogen.
Check. Yes.
Check.
9.
Pass turn.
Mystic Sanctuary. Target Brainstorm.
Okay.
Your turn.
One card in hand?
Yes.
Kann meine Handkarte nicht mehr spielen?
On your end step, I'll cast a Snapcaster.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll target Lightning Bolt.
Yes.
I'll bolt.
Yep. 6.
Snap Bolt on end step. Any thoughts on the new set coming out next week? I'm excited to try a whole bunch of cards from the new set. I mean, there won't be enough paper events for me to probably get to try as many as I want to try. Unlikely I'll make it to a pre-release just because of my schedule, but if I had all the time in the world, I'd probably go to a pre-release as well. Go to a pre-release, everybody. Go to a pre-release. A lot of shops now, as far as I know, still allow for pre-release packs that you can take home rather than play at the shop. Do that.
I'll keep fetch.
Felix now down to 2.
Getting a mountain. Fourth turn.
Yeah.
Teferi, Time Raveler.
Okay. Mr. Fairy Time Raveler. Pioneer and Modern having Impulse is interesting. That's for sure. It's so hard to evaluate. Like, in Modern, like, will Impulse be played? And how much? And in what deck? I guess I'm not really sure how Impulse will fit in. Same with Pioneer. How prominent will Impulse be in those formats? And again, I haven't been playing those formats that much over the last 2 years. Pioneer, I haven't had a chance to play at all, actually. I've played 0 Pioneer. Unfortunately. It's not intentional. Lotus Field Control, that makes sense. Here's a Narset. Fetching an Underground Sea. Days Undoing. So Felix will be drawing 1 card. I'll be drawing 7, and then my turn will end. Better not tackle it. Alright, so you draw one card.
Yes, but it's a good one, right? Yeah, it's amazing.
It's your turn.
Exile that.
Prismatic ending on Narset, pretty good. And a Brainstorm is also pretty good.
Fetch.
One? You're at one.
Amazing times. Spin an island. And cast an asset. Yep.
Narset will resolve now on Felix's side. Finds a Ponder. Pulsing to Fairy.
What's that? Oh, Brainstorm. Good. That counter. No? This is... Oh, yeah. Oh, I also forgot.
Like I said, I'm tired. Ponder?
Yeah. Okay, that, but still Narset. Yeah, okay.
Alright, a Ponder here with Narset on the table just to look at my top three. And it'll be a shuffle. Chit-chatting a little bit too much. Threw a Brainstorm on the table and I was like, wait, no, I'm not doing that.
Brainstorm artwork. Haven't seen that before.
Yeah. Can't draw. Make a land drop.
Yep.
Pass turn. All right, passing to Felix. Minus his Narset. Now a Days Undoing in hand for Felix. Fires off a Ponder first.
Make it matter. Knowledge Strand, tick up. Pass to you. Draw. Yeah. Can you draw step? Yep.
An excellent series of draws here for Felix, and it leads to getting me back with a Narset and draw step Days Undoing. How would I describe pre-modern's power level compared to the other Eternal formats? It's hard to explain. It's like weirdly way weaker than Legacy, but also has some really degenerate powerful cards. I don't really know.
Tundra?
That's a great question. I don't know.
New to Fairy. This one dies. And this takes up. That's your turn. You got it. Yep.
All right. Game one goes to Felix.
Ready? Yes. 100. Sure.
I'll draw. I'll pass. Ponder here for Felix as well. Underground Sea. Cilantro on tacos. Thanks for the follow. I like tacos. By the way, and we're watching an event here that took place in Berlin. I was in Berlin for roughly 6 days. And I went to... Where was I headed? Damn, I forgot. Anyway, let's see if I could quickly look up the name of this place so I can get this right. Hold on. I went to I was going somewhere in Berlin. I'm telling this story the worst way. And I stumbled upon a taco spot. And the tacos were amazing. How do you find your old Instagram stories? Where the hell? Oh, I found it. Taqueria El Oso in Berlin. Highly recommend. I was so impressed. Delicious. All right. Hidetsugu consumes all, comes down and blows up the Timeless Dragon, eternalized. Attack it for 2 with Snapcaster.
Pass turn. I want my verdicts back.
What's the minimum number and type of duels you'd want to play in Grixis Control? So currently I have 2 Volcanics, 2 Underground Seas, and 1 Badlands. And that has been working for me. But, and I post my deck list. Anybody interested in deck lists, join our Discord. Join our Discord. The links are down below. I post deck lists there. All the people writing me comments, Chris, where are the deck lists? They're in the Discord. Join the Discord. And then you will see the deck list. Anyway, the deck lists I've been using, though, I've been copying from top 8s and winners of tabletop events happening around the world. So I'm not really brewing my own decks or picking my own lists usually lately. All right, Supreme Verdict takes out both Vessel of All Consuming and Snapcaster Mage. Here's Narset. Pyroblast on that. Force a negation to protect Narset.
Yes.
Minusing Narset now. It's expressive iteration. Am I excited for the new Goblin Lord? Yes, I am, Nady. I am. Cannot contain my excitement.
Cast expressive. Fetch response. Okay, 11. Grabbing Volcanic. Hardcast Force.
Hardcast Force on my expressive. Hidetsugu consumes all the follow-up. Nady will be moving to the States on Monday. Nice. Which state are you headed to? And from where? Welcome to the United States in response. In advance. Not in response, in advance. Pittsburgh from Germany. Wow. Very cool. All right, Source to Plowshares takes out the Vessel.
Rough turn. Pass.
Things are moving very fast here. Both players with plenty of land. Narset. Brainstorm in response. Damon says Pittsburgh is a cool town. I've heard. I've never been to Pittsburgh myself. Never been. Nady says, I try to pass by your store. Very excited to be there. Yeah, our shop that we usually are playing at on this channel is in New York City, which is quite far from Pittsburgh. But if you happen to pass through New York, definitely come jam some games. Yeah, this store is about 7 hours from Pittsburgh driving. That's right. Well, actually, the store we're watching literally right now is not even in the United States. It's in Berlin, Germany. But the usual venue is in New York City. Our home base is in New York.
Let's get basic planes. If I have one. There's one.
And I just saw the country of Germany for the first time this past week and enjoyed it very much.
Teferi?
Here's the Fairy Time Raveler. Plus and pass. It's a ponder. Ponder shuffle. We do have a monthly competitive event in New York. Once a month. Keep an eye out for announcements for that. Also in our Discord.
Oh wow. That one just come out of the deck?
No, that was you exiled that with
Prismatic ending.
Okay. It just kind of looked that way, I guess.
Fury.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Deal 4 damage to that. Fold it.
Yeah, fine.
Fairy Time Raveler is gone. Fury now on the table. Prismatic ending now on Narset.
Attack. Yep. 4.
Fury attacks for 6. Plague Engineer. Name Monk.
Okay, nice.
Naming Monk with Plague Engineer, and he gets a scoop from Felix. We're going to game 3. Good luck.
Good luck.
At this shop, Brett Spielplatz in Berlin, Germany. Excuse me if my pronunciation is terrible, but I had their... And shout out to Tabitsky, one of our friends from New York who then relocated to Berlin, Germany. Recommended I get the waffle with applesauce, I'll say it in English, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Well done. Great recommendation. All right, here's an island ponder.
Go ahead. Press on.
Dr. Pepper says, finally caught you live streaming and not on YouTube. Yes, this is live. This is live. This is the real experience. Good to have you here. Here's a brainstorm for Felix.
1, 2. Upkeep flash.
And an upkeep fetch.
Ja, wann ziehe ich? Das wann ziehe ich, ja? Also es geht darum, ich kann auch nicht, bevor ich den Land aufsuche. Glaube ich, nee, der kommt ja einfach fort. Also mach wenn es so soll, ich muss so dazu sagen. Genau.
Ponder resolving here. Can't make out what's in there, but it looks like an island, a wandering emperor, and it's getting shuffled.
Draw. Pass.
Nee, das ist nur für Copy-Verifikation.
And a fetch. Getting Volcanic Island. What now? It's Narset. Pyroblast in response.
target brainstorm.
Mystic Sanctuary targeting Brainstorm and pass. And here's Narset number 2, Snapcaster. Force pitching Brainstorm in response.
Yep, that happens.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Narset getting activated. What is this called? Oh, Ponder.
Yeah, only 3 of these. Kind of mismentioned.
Sorin the Mirthless found off Narset. Playing Underground Sea and pass. Blood Moon. Where's it in? 4. We're seeing Jeskai players bring in Blood Moon against Grixis on today's stream multiple times. I mean, this exact situation, it's getting forced pitching Brainstorm because of my land setup. I don't like bringing in Blood Moon in this matchup, though. What do you think, chat? What do you think, YouTube commenters? Am I crazy? I don't know. I guess it could be amazing, but it also could be really sad and terrible. High upside, low downside for Blood Moon, maybe? Him to Turak was found off of the Narset. Expressive Iteration will resolve here. Underground Sea into exile. Discarding Day's Undoing and Prismatic Ending. And another Hymn to Turok. Discarding Source of Plowshares and Brainstorm. Now Felix is hellbent. So it all worked out after the Blood Moon got countered. Double him. And here's Sorin the Mirthless, which is safe and ready to do its thing. Polluted Delta to hand. Starting to tick up. Get Turok off Sorin. Pay 2 life. Just putting Turok on the battlefield. No kicker.
That's the ultimate. Okay.
Try for 2.
17.
Fetching here. Finding a Badlands.
Sure. Yep. Got me 2 games.